The Meyerson Student Philanthropy Project is one of the many but very important distinctive attributes and initiatives here at NKU, and it contributes to student success and to the impact that this university has in many ways.
Our family believes that there's a priority and we hold a high value in connecting with others, and that the success of human beings really relies on not the success of individuals, but the success of us when we are together. Anything we have our name on, and there aren't that many things that we do, but the things that we do kind of become it's almost like they become family members, because now they carry our name like a family member does, and we care very much about its success.
Frequently, when we talk about education in our society, we talk about the economic benefits, which are certainly extremely important, but we don't talk so much about the public good. So I want my students to realize that there are many ways to be successful in life, and one of those ways is to be an active contributor to the community one lives in.
The best thing about the Meyerson Project is that students get really excited about it. You know, we do a lot of case studies and role playing and sort of hypothetical situations in the classroom, which are great teaching strategies. But this really goes beyond that, and students know that. They take it very seriously, they get excited about it. If there's an organization that they feel strongly about in terms of the application and the visit and the research, they advocate for it. You know, they really pour their minds and their hearts into that project, and I think it makes them learn more deeply and care more deeply, and it just makes the class more successful in terms of their learning.
It's just a great way, or a new way to learn and get outside experience and real world experience.
The real benefit, a benefit that is important to all of us, is that student philanthropy enhances the learning outcomes of the classes that incorporate this powerful pedagogy. That there is a solid, proven academic benefit. Our investment in your nonprofit is also an investment in our educational goals.
The class did a wonderful job coming out and meeting with me, touring the agency, learning what we do. It was a pleasure to work with the students, and likewise a pleasure to come back and present to the whole class.
As a former student of NKU and now a current student of NKU, it really is a wonderful chance for me running this agency to incorporate the students into what we do there.
One of the things that really struck me was the passion and the dedication of the students. This wasn't just, I have to do this and check the box and get the job done so I can get my grade, that they really cared.
This definitely has been the best class I've taken. I've learned so many things about the area and the local nonprofits. I feel like I care more now about what's going on locally and then in the area, and then I want to actually help now after taking this class.
The most important thing I took away was the fact that we can all give back and help regardless of whatever amount it is or whether it's time.
I take away just a better understanding of nonprofits and how they work and how much the money that we give them can really affect what they can do for the community.
You're able to solidify that your work has actually had a positive impact in the community. And that's something that's empowering to the student. It's something that you can draw from and inspire you to continue working through these programs and working as a steward.
The students who participate in this project remain strong community stewards long after they complete this program and long after they graduate from the university.
On average, Americans volunteer at a rate of about 25%. About 1 in 4 Americans volunteered last year. And what we found with students who had participated in the Mayerson Project was that about 70% of them volunteer. So these Mayerson alumni volunteer at about 3 times the rate of average Americans. So we really do think that their involvement in this project early on, exposing them to nonprofits, makes them see there's great needs out there. It helps them to see that they can make a difference. One person matters to a nonprofit organization, especially as a volunteer, donor, or board member.
Something that I have discovered about my students after the course is some of them, I run into some of them a year or 2 later, or sometimes I'll just hear from them. And I'll find out that they decided to volunteer for an organization in their communities. It might have been one of the organizations they learned about in my class, or it might be a different one, but they'll let me know that it was the class itself that taught them, that enlightened them, made them realize that there are organizations out there that need their help.
I truly think this experience goes on and continues, not just at our university, but out in the region. And now we have students that are out there working for these nonprofit organizations.
Thousands of people, literally thousands of people, have been helped because of these grants. Babies have been given bottles and formula. Primary school classrooms have received books and teaching materials. Food pantries, the shelves of food pantries have been stocked with food. Youth orchestras have received sheet music that they could not otherwise afford. Community theaters have been able to keep their doors open a little bit longer than they might otherwise been able to. And community museums have insulated their doors and windows to save money on their heating and cooling bills. The list of nonprofits, the list of activities that have been funded through this project goes on and on.
Mark Nykirk and myself worked on a student philanthropy handbook that's been used nationally and actually internationally. So I think it's important to mention, and I'm very grateful for the fact that NKU has been an innovator in student philanthropy.
I think the Mayerson Project gives students an experience that they never expected. The moment that they hear about it, they're immediately engaged in it. And so it provides a dimension to their education that they never anticipated, and it's a dimension that they're never going to forget for the rest of their lives.
A part of our program is to help, and this really goes back to something my father said to me back when we were starting this line of work, which is that it feels good to give to others, and he wanted other people to have the opportunity to feel that, to experience that.